Hello, MC Dirty Work out here in Northeast Philly, where I don't know about you, but that's a pretty interesting pattern of clouds, wouldn't you say? We've got this one that, I don't know, just kind of starts there, ends there with a fart pattern. Beyond her, you'll see what doesn't look like that guy from WHYY who would paint the fluffy little clouds. No. That's more like something that, put it like this. That's stuff that looks like somebody's a graph writer and taking a white can of Montana, Krylon, Rusto, or whatever they're painting with and fading something in. Was that line like an hour ago. Look at that business down there, and look at that. See that line shooting right through that big old, I mean, they used to tell us these were quote-unquote cumulonimbus clouds in the 80s, like when I was in, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. They say these are cumulonimbus clouds. Look at this. Beautiful, all there. So absolutely blue, high pressure system, no more freaking humidity. It's beautiful out. Finally, you can, with your eyeballs, see the less humidity. But look at this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is nothing. I mean, this is, this isn't even, but that's pretty funky, right? Look at that. And you see that line? I mean, I don't know what the camera exactly is catching, but it's coming, it looks like the line is coming out of the tree there. It's a line, you know what I mean? You can discuss what made it there, but it wasn't, nobody's going to sit here and say, oh no, that's part of the cloud. Real simple. You either remember that 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, we didn't have these type of clouds up there. And if we did, they were cumulonimbus clouds that were so high in the atmosphere that it made them this way. And not this big, not even kind of this big. We're talking like less than 10% of what you're looking at here. There you go. What do we got right there? You see him? Look how high he is. He's laying one down right now. Look at that. Look at that. You see that, friends? And notice, if I didn't know any better, I would swear he's turning them on when the sun is most likely to block anybody videotaping him. But look at him. See that? He's just blasting them right out of there, friends. I had no idea we would actually catch one live. Matter of fact, this is the first one I've ever caught live. And look, he's going to go right in front of the sun so you guys can't see it. I literally have to block the sun from the view. Let me see if I can't try to do the same thing. I doubt it, but there, I'm blocking the view of the sun. I'm trying to anyway. Can you guys see that? Boy, I'll be so proud of myself if I'm doing this. I mean, when you block the sun, it's so pathetically obvious. We're just going to watch him keep going. And here's the thing. If those were not chemtrails, if those were contrails from condensation, then you would think they'd be a phenomena that is known to happen at a certain height, a certain altitude, we'll call it, between 25,000 and 35,000, or 15,000 and 25, whatever the scale may be. And now I'm guessing that I don't even need to block the sun out anymore. Look at that. You guys see that? Here, I'll block it out anyway. Look at that. Look. Here, it turns off there and then it turns back on. Gosh, I hope this is recording. Look at this. I mean, it turns off, friends. It sputters there. That's not condensation. Condensation doesn't sputter off there as if the dude sees me and then he turns it back on there. It doesn't work that way, friends. And if it does, I wouldn't want to be riding on that aircraft. You kidding me? Hey, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? Good morning. Good to see you. What's coming out of that aircraft? You see him? Aircraft, all that chemtrails, whatever, chem-trails coming out the back. Look at these clouds. In the 1980s, I never saw clouds like that. 1990s, never. But look at that, friends. He's all the way back there. There's his exhaust. It's still chilling there. Not exhaust. I will not call it exhaust. I don't know what it is. There's his phenomena right behind it, chilling where the sun is. And then look at that. I mean, granted, that most of them are, but look how it's fanned out up there. You can see that, right? We'll have to look on the replay and see if that was there prior. Look at this. I swear, it's almost like they know that there's an IP address pointed at them right now, and they shut the shit off or something. It's almost like they know there's an IP address via this phone that has its record button on, and maybe, just maybe, they shut their shit off. Maybe they have even something, this is, I'll admit I'm reaching a little here, but maybe they have something to make it look like a contrail. Yeah, there's somebody filming, you know, turn off the chemtrail one and turn on the contrail one. You know, years ago I would have laughed at that. And if anybody's watching this that isn't familiar, that no, that's a phenomena that they've been telling you about, they tell you they've been doing. Boston University, which is an all-research university, MIT, etc. It's called stratospheric aerosol injections, or stratospheric aerosol injectioning. Simply Google it. It'll take you 10 seconds, GIY. It'll either make me look like a fool or you know, you won't look like a fool, that's for certain. This is designed. It's been designed so that you don't find out, or that if you do, you find out, quote unquote, too late, or whatever. Uncanny. So there's his fart trail, and there's your quote unquote cumulonimbus clouds that look nothing like what they told us were cumulonimbus clouds in the 80s. And, well, I'm going to cut this here because, well, it's the first time I ever caught one of these fellas kicking the phenomena. But yeah, Google it if you want, or don't. Stratospheric aerosol injections to block out the sun, shade out the sun, that we might not, you know, get fried by the holes in the ozone, etc., etc., that are certainly caused by man, because we know anyway. So, MC Dirty Work, first week of August 2025. I tell you what, today's the 10th. I'll see you guys in a month in New York City at the WTC. Yeah, if anybody in the area, the New York, if you're on like the Amtrak line, but anywhere between DC and going north to New York City. If you're coming from the north, it's not really, I won't be able to meet up with you. But if you want to meet up in Philly, Trenton, the Amtrak swings right on through there. It's real easy, you know. All we got to do is put our schedules in line with our ducks. Get our ducks in a row. No, but seriously, or if y'all want to, I don't know, sometimes people like to drive. Park in a freaking parking garage. I wouldn't. But anyway, anybody who wants to come up there with me or whatever, shoot something to me if you know how to get a hold of me, or if not, leave something in the comments section. Yeah, if you notice the links, you got to physically type the links in now, because, you know, a YouTube channel, the one you're watching right now, that's been up since 2015 and used to reach 750,000 minutes per month, is so censored and so effing blacked out that yeah, oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't have, this is what they're telling me, it doesn't have, it meaning the channel, doesn't have a history. So once I, you know, do this, that, and the other thing, send them a copy of my license and whatever else to do a history, you know, I don't have a history. The channel's over 10 years old. 2015. It says right there, open 2015. So, anyway, if you were wondering what that's about, that's what that's about. So anyway, friends, back to me aunt's house. About to celebrate one of me sister's birthdays. Both their birthdays are twins. So happy birthday, sisters. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the funnies. Peace. Remember, deprogram, Dlive. That's 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning, Eastern Standard Time. Since 2020 and until who knows.